Hey, this is Joyce Kettering from creativeandproductive.com. Today, I'm going to go super niche and talk to you about pseudonyms and artist names for musicians. So I'm going to explain why you might consider using different pseudonyms for different projects. How do you use pseudonyms? How do you get them? How do you track them? And what pseudonyms are not for, why you shouldn't use pseudonyms, what kind of projects you don't need pseudonyms for. So number one, why you might want to use different pseudonyms or artist names. So as an artist, as a musician, the music is your product. Your music is your product, but so is your name. Your name is also a product. It's a brand. And if you work on different musical projects, especially if you work in different genres of the music, it might make sense to create several artist names, several brands to promote that music. If you've been making music for a while, you'll have noticed probably that a lot of people frown upon musicians who dab into a lot of different genres. And many people within the music industry and outside the industry tend to place more trust in specialists, so people who have a speciality in the music they make. So it might make sense for you, especially if you're just starting out, to like have different artist names and different pseudonyms you use for different projects, because it gives you a lot of freedom to completely, experiment and mess up if you need to mess up in a specific genre without damaging the rest of your musical projects. So how would pseudonyms and artist names work? Well, really, as a songwriter, you will have open an account with a performance rights organization, for example, ASCAP in the US or PRS in the UK. So you have your songwriter account with your real name, and you have an IPI number or CAE number attached to that name. Now, you can actually ask your PRO to create other names related to the same account. And what your PR will do is they will create as many artist names as you want. And for each artist name, they will give you a dedicated IPI number or CAE number, which is the number that will then, they will use to track the music you release under that particular pseudonym. So let's say, for example, that you tour with a rock band, but you also write hip hop music on the side in your home studio, and you'd like to license both. You like to license your music, the music that you wrote for your rock band, and you'd like to license the hip hop music you create on your own. So you would upload the rock tracks in a music library and under a certain artist name with the relevant IPI number. And if that track got picked up on a TV show, then when the cue sheet is filled out, they would fill out your artist name and the IPI number for your rock stuff, and then your PRO will know that that person is you, and that the real person attached to this pseudonym has to be paid the performance royalties. But you can also upload your hip hop tracks to the same music library using a different artist name and a different IPI or CAE number, and your PR would still be able to know that, when that music is used, it's you, and you need to get paid. So, there's, in terms of admin, it's pretty light, because you just have one account with your PRO, and your PRO is able to know all the pseudonyms and artist names that relate to you, and they know when they have to pay you. So that's why you might want to look into pseudonyms and artist names and how they work, how to use them. Now, before you go ahead and create a bunch of pseudonyms and start working with them, I would just like to point out that one way that it's not okay to use a pseudonym is, for example, if you sign an exclusive deal with, let's say, a publisher or a music production library. So there's one track that you give them the exclusivity. It is not okay to then, shop around, sell that track to someone else with a different artist name. That is not okay. That is not what artist names are for. If you sign an exclusive deal for a track, you know, the exclusivity is on the music. Don't use pseudonyms to, you know, to try to sell that same track that's locked into an exclusive deal to other people under a different name. That's not okay. And, you know, I'm just saying that because I actually received the question on creativeandproductive.com. Someone asked me that question, so I thought it was important to clarify. Okay, well, you know, that's it for today, really. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit me in the comments. And, you know, you can also email me at joyce@creativeandproductive.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day. Bye.